Remember the old baseball poem, Casey at the Bat by Ernest Thayer? I believe it was like 1888. Well, I thought I'd do a little parody of that, mixing a little baseball and politics. So here's my, my version of Casey at the Bat. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the GOP that day. The polls were double digits with but a couple months to play. And then when Rudy died at first and Romney did the same, a sickly silence fell upon the right wing of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to that hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought if only Sarah could get but a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Sarah at the bat. But Huck preceded Sarah, as did also John McCain, and the former was a preacher and the latter was insane. So upon that stricken GOP grim melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Sarah's getting to the bat. But Huck let drive a single to the wonderment of all, and Mac, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted and the men saw what had occurred, there was Johnny safe at second and Huck a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more there rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It knocked upon the mountain and recoiled upon the flat. For Sarah, mighty Sarah, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Sarah's manner as she stepped into her place. There was pride in Sarah's bearing and a smile on Sarah's face. And when responding to the cheers, she waved and then she winked. No stranger in the crowd could doubt Obama she would sink. 10,000 eyes were on her as she started slinging mud. 5,000 tongues applauded as she started drawing blood. Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance gleamed in Sarah's eye, a sneer curled Sarah's glossed lip. And now the simple question asked came hurtling through the air, and Sarah stood a-watching it in haughty grandeur there. Close by the foxy batsman the question unheeded sped. "In what regards, Charlie?" said Sarah. "Strike one," America said. From the trenches black with people there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of the storm waves on a stern and distant shore. "Kill them, kill the lefties," shouted someone on the right, and it's likely they'd have killed them had not Sarah been in the fight. With a smile of Christian charity great Sarah's visage shone. She stilled the rising tumult, she bade the game go on. She signaled to K. Couric, and once more the questions flew. But Sarah still ignored them, and America said, "Strike two!" "Fraud!" cried the maddened repubs, and the echo answered fraud. But one scornful look from Sarah, and her audience was awed. They saw her face grow stern and cold, they saw her muscles strain, and they knew that Sarah wouldn't let that question go again. The sneer is gone from Sarah's lip, her teeth are clenched in hate. She pounds with cruel violence her bat upon the plate. And now America holds the vote, and which way will it go? And now the air is shattered by the force of Sarah's blow. Oh, somewhere in this favored land the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere Dems are laughing, and somewhere liberals shout. But there is no joy in red states, for mighty Sarah has struck out. Yep, you betcha.